If you're a fan of this podcast and you want to see more than just what happens every week, you're like, you know what? It's a fun hour of my life listening to the Sly Guy podcast once a week, but I wish there was more time. You know, a lot of people think that in life. They're like, I wish there was more time. And what there is more time in the form of content saved over on www.patreon.com/Sly Guy podcast, where you get an extra Sly Guy podcast on a Monday. You get early release of this podcast. You get the ad-free version of this podcast. You also get the guest episode or a vlog once a week as well. You get dog walks with Davey, and also you get early access to gigs, shows. Ticket links are over there. I'm announcing my big show for the year at the end of the month. Tickets are going out a day early on Patreon, and this particular gig, it'll sell. It'll go quick. So get over there if you want to get the best. Get over and do it. Patreon.com/Sly Guy podcast. We're back. Pugs Comedy Club is back on the 25th of May 2023. I don't know why I said the year, because if it was 25th of May 2024, it'd be weird. But we're back next Thursday with myself, Rory Woods, and Yums himself, Connor Keys, headlining the show, coming all the way from Oma for you and Pug Uglies. If you want to get your tickets, there's a few left. Most of them are sold out already, so get to the link in the description and come and see us. There's drink offers, there's some cracking rums, there's jugs of rums, there's nice beers, there's yummy food. Do the works. Come to Pugs Comedy Club, 25th of May. You won't regret it. As always, the Sly Guy podcast is brought to you in association with Modest Beer. It's a beer company. It's modest. You want to know more? Check out the website www.modestbeer.co.uk, or if you want to go to their socials, at Modest Beer. It's that simple. Subscribe to their newsletter on their website. Get all the latest news, all things modest, in your email inbox ASAP. It's better than getting emails into your junk saying you've got a small dick and here's a pill to make your penis larger. There's a beer to make you feel better about your small penis. Modest.co.uk. Enjoy the episode.
I'm the Sly Guy.
Guys, this is it. This is the big reveal. I cut my hair. I don't know why everyone's making such a goddamn fuss about it. I'm a man that was losing his hair. I've been going bald for a long time, and I just thought, you know what? Fuck it. I'm cutting the hair. I'm trimming it to the bone. And then I did it, and I was like, why have I done this? I wish it hair again. But listen, this is life. This is aging. This is getting forward. This is the Sly Guy podcast. And hey, you know this by now. This is another episode with my friend and yours, Aaron Butler. I mean, every time we get the Buttman, the podcast, it gets very silly. Bordering, if not just being blatantly offensive, but funny. You know, that's what we do. We have a laugh. We have a silly time. And this episode was a load of fun. So you know what? Just buckle your wee selves into your seatbelts. You know, that's something I say every week. Buckle yourself in, because health and safety is very important. And you know I care about health and safety, so put your seatbelt on, put a sheath in your wee winkles, take a morning after pill, and enjoy this episode with me and the Buttman.
Back in the building where I belong. Bring him home like Les Miserables. I'm in. I'm ready.
What do you call it? Is it Les Miserables or is it Les Miserables?
Depends how pompous and dickheady you want to be about it.
Well, you're what's known in the industry as fruit. You're what's known in the industry as a theatre guy.
Yeah.
So what's it known as to you?
I would just say Les Mis.
Les Mis.
I keep it, I abbreviate.
Because I thought for a while Les Mis or Les Mis was the guy that did the body pump. You know,
I thought it was the guy that hosted Family Fortunes.
Oh no, he's the guy. Like, there's a lot of stuff going around about Les. That's Les Dennis, isn't it?
Is there a lot of stuff going around about him right now?
Yeah, because Amanda Holden's really sexy, and people are being like, "How the fuck did Les Dennis? How the fuck did Les Dennis manage to deliver the goods to her?"
I am putting my phone on mute because I didn't do that beforehand. I felt a vibrate there, and I'm very sorry.
Was it your phone? See if it was mine. I forgive you.
No, it was my phone. No, it was my phone. That's why I'm saying apologies.
That's okay.
Right from the top. Yeah, he did. He was getting fucking tuckered in.
But this is the thing. See when you say get fully married, you know what I mean? People are like,
nah,
he was fucking full married to her.
Nah, he was fucking throwing the lead pipe in, wasn't he?
The likelihood is he probably got married and then stopped, because that's how it works.
Yeah,
well, they're not married yet. You'll find out. You'll soon find out. You're out like
you're on your first marriage now.
Yeah, you're like a fucking Italian
What? What? I'm a tell you what, non-married guy. You're like one of those Italian single people.
No, you're like a wee Italian cafe owner. You know, you travel about and you slice meat. You know what I mean? And you fill baps with your meat. I didn't mean like you're just like a wee Italian man. You know, you're traveling the world.
You're filling baps.
You're just traveling around dishing out meat, and fair play to you.
Yeah.
It's a fun time when you can do that. I'm the old Italian guy who, in fact, I'm the guy that stands outside your shop. You know,
you sold me the shop.
Yeah,
you were like, hey, I can't keep the shop up anymore. I gotta keep business going.
Can't dish out any meat. I'm just. I know I was gonna say that doesn't even work because I'm just eating meat, but that means I'm sucking my dick. I mean, hey, listen, it's all a lot of fun.
Hey, it's 2023.
Yeah.
If you want to be in a marriage where you can suck dick, I'm all for it.
I don't even know what's what anymore.
We don't. We've had some conversations in the last week, and let me tell you,
I don't know.
I don't know what's what anymore. I don't know what gender is anymore. Nope. I don't know what people are. I don't know what goes where. I just know that here's the thing. Good for the people.
But you know what? This is the thing too, and this is what really annoys like woke people is like, here's the thing, I don't know, but
it's too hard to keep up, isn't it?
But I don't even need to know. It's
you
not
don't.
my problem.
You don't look at
care.
you.
You know,
you're in a turquoise green t-shirt.
You know,
you don't need to worry about anything.
You know who I look like? Sully from Monsters Inc. I'm just fucking big Sully.
Multiversal Sully.
Multiversal Sully.
Yeah, you look like a kids' TV show presenter who started when he was 19, but has just kept the clothes on for the entire time and has grew with the clothing.
Yeah, Mark Spade's best mate.
Who's Mark Spade?
The guy who was the TV presenter killed himself.
So like, I don't know. What did he host?
Everything.
Blue Peter?
Nope.
Well, that's not everything. You literally said everything. The one show I say, you go, that's not.
You would know him.
Eurotrash?
No, he was very jacked, though. You would know him. Mark Spade.
Mark Spade.
Yeah, like
show me a photo of him.
He's from our childhood, like, so you would love him.
Let's see. The name isn't ringing any bells, I'll be honest.
I know, but you know him. Mark Spade. That guy, everywhere.
Oh, no, I don't know that guy. He looks like fucking sick Dolph Lundgren.
Yeah, but he's not. He's Mark Spade.
Why is he kissing a girl like that?
Because...
Tragedy of...
Smart. He hosted Smart. Is he seeing it?
Was he like Les Dennis? Did he get laid into anybody?
I mean, himself.
I mean, fair enough. Yeah. There's nothing wrong with some self-love.
I like Mark Spade. When he died, I was sad. 42.
When many years ago did he die?
2008, mate.
So you've been sad for 15 years?
So that, again, what I've done is over elaborated this joke. My point was, I was his friend who, you know, hosted with him and dressed like this.
Yeah.
However, after my best mate's death,
it all went to shit.
I've still kept the bright colours of kids' TV. But the hair's fallen out. The life's fallen down. It's all bad. And I don't know how to cope with these sleeves. They're too... You know what the problem is? I'm a weird build. I'm big, I'm strong, and I'm also fat.
Yeah.
Whereas a lot of these clothes are built for like just fat people.
Yeah, they build them like one of two ways. They either go really wide or really depth, but you've sort of got everything going on.
But the good news is I'm getting thinner.
Right.
I'm losing weight.
I'm
feeling good. I'm exercising. My heart feels way better, and I'm moving more.
That's good.
You know, but I've lost the hair.
I was going to say...
I spoke about that in the intro, but we'll talk about it now, because you and your...
Maybe you're reverse Samson. You know why Samson had to grow his hair to get like Strino? Maybe you lose the hair now, and that was holding you back.
Yeah, but
you can get all lean and shit now.
But you know the thing about Samson and his hair was it was not his hair in his head that was his part. It was his pubes. My pubes got longer.
That would be an even better story.
Yeah, my pubes are dreadlocks.
If he just got a wee Manscaped razor and not ruined them, he was like, oh no.
I mean, Manscaped do ruin you. Manscaped are pieces of shit in some regards.
Yeah. I'm going to take it you're no longer sponsored by Manscaped with that sentence coming out of your mouth.
No, my last run. I was one of the I was one of the original Manscaped guys.
Yeah.
But then they've given me 3 different codes. So people have just been using the original code. So the last code, I did good numbers and stuff. And they're like, oh, no one's using this code. And I was like, but what about this one? And they're like, yeah, that's been being used, but that's not what we have in our system for this. And then they offered me a terrible amount of money. And I went, you know what? Lawnmower 3.0 is better than Lawnmower 4.0. Stick it.
Okay.
So we're just here sponsored by Modest.
Right.
Yeah, that's a good time.
That's it. And you're now, here's the thing, now that you're out of the Manscaped game, I feel like you're starting to do a bit of an expose here. You're starting to be like, here's the behind the curtain. Here's what they don't tell you about Manscaped when you're doing the ad read.
Ask me any questions about Manscaped and I'll tell you my opinion. Now, just to point out, because Manscaped be the sort that would sue you. So I just want to point out, this is wholly my objective opinion. It's in fact subjective opinion. It's just me.
There's no
giving my
facts
view.
here.
There's no necessary facts. There's nothing to prove this. It's just my thoughts.
Whatever your preference is, and if
Yeah.
you've used the product, you're allowed to say what
Yeah.
you feel and review about the product.
Now, do I to this day still use some of their products? Yes.
What would be the go-tos for their products? What's the good ones?
I like the ball deodorant.
Now, I've never used the ball deodorant, and I always feel it's a bit of a weird one. That
Makes your balls smell nice.
do
and
you
feel
literally?
good.
Here's what
Yeah.
I'm thinking. Do you literally take the ball deodorant, put it in your hand, and then just go,
Yeah.
and then just rub your balls a wee bit?
Yeah, and I rub around the
That's
dick
weird,
and all
isn't
as
it?
well. I just rub it in, and I keep rubbing, and I keep rubbing, and then I rub, and I rub.
No,
and then
Dave, that's just
I
having a
produce
wank.
My own ball deodorant.
That's
as well.
literally just having a wank, is what you
Yeah.
described right there.
Yeah, no, I just like it. I just pop it on. It just makes you feel a wee bit like fresher throughout the day. See, if I'm doing something, for example, yesterday we were doing a job that involved us sitting around for quite a bit.
We
of the
did a
day.
lot of sitting around.
So if I'm
we ate
sit-
a lot of cookies too.
Yeah, so and that's not a euphemism. So if I'm
It
sitting
is.
about all day, I want my balls to stay fresh. I'll put some ball deodorant on.
Yeah, yeah,
You know?
yeah.
If I'm like, if my balls are just between my legs most of the day,
Mm.
I want them to be fresh balls.
Okay. I just have a
Ball
shower for
Simon.
it.
Yeah, sure too.
What do you say, ball?
Ball Simon.
Nice.
Yeah, thank you.
Paul McCartney.
Oh, no,
the-
it's starting to see- less penis. No, oh, we got too far. Too far.
what was I
Mark
going to say?
Masterspace. No, Dave,
sake.
stop.
Vernon Gay? No.
I mean, that-
it doesn't even work, but I just wanted to say it. Do you ever just want to say something? That was how I felt
Yeah.
right there. But yeah, one of my favorite, we were doing a project yesterday. I'm sure we could say the name of it, could we?
Yeah, it's called Big.
Big comic
Energy.
Do, title sequence goes here. But yeah, it's a little fun project for BBC Sounds, and my highlight of the day was we were like doing a long day. You know, you're sitting on your arse all day, and then you get little breaks in between. And between one of our long times of sitting, Dave just turned around to the producer and went, "All right, me and Butler are away and eat cookies here in the green room." and the producer just was so polite and just went, "Oh yeah, okay, yeah, that's
Yeah.
no problem. I just went, "Dave, we are literally getting paid for you to turn around to an adult man today and say, me and Butler are away to eat cookies here in the green room." And then what did we do? We went to the green room and we ate cookies, and it was great. And that's how I pay my mortgage.
Yeah, it's a good time. That was a lot of fun. You know,
yeah.
what my favorite moment was we were in to assist Catherine Bohart, who is the presenter of the show.
Great
And,
person.
Yeah, big. You know what? That was the first time I'd ever met her, and you know what? I really liked her.
Lovely
Really
lady.
liked her.
But do you ever feel when me and you work on little projects like this that I almost have the urge to sit whoever's down working with me and you and go, "Listen, I just want to apologise
Yeah.
for everything that's about to come out of our mouths the
Yes.
entire day. I apologise for us being
We
us.
don't mean it. but
We're
it's
sorry
us.
that you've
Yeah.
been stuck in this position, but we'll try and make it as best as we can
Yeah.
for it. But we just do apologise right now.
Yeah, but no, but she was great.
She was a
and-
sweetheart.
But part of it was like there were some basically there are people who are like influencers.
Oh, TikTokers.
TikTokers.
The
right.
whole premise of the show is take people from TikTok and social media influencers and give them a go at trying stand up comedy for the first time.
At the very start, when I was approached about it, I had my angry head on. I was like, "What do you mean? You try to say stand-up comedy's easy? Any Tom, Dick, or Harry can do it? No, I don't want to do it." And then they're like, "Well, what you can do? You can go and critique them and be sly." I was
Yeah.
like, "I'll do it."
And we'll pay you for it. And
Yeah.
you went, "Yep, sign me
Yep,
right up."
sounds
I said this was a great idea all along. That's what
But
you were saying.
you know what? Some of them were good. Some of them weren't. You know, there's going to be a big live show. I'm looking forward to it. But hopefully, we offered some tips, some advice, and if they take that on board, I reckon all of them will be able to put on a good 5 minutes. But there was one moment where Catherine was talking to one of the acts, and she went about the hotel. She's like, "So you you're staying in the Malmaison, yeah?" And he was like, "No, I'm staying in the Maldron." And I don't know why that made me laugh so much.
Yeah, and then the best part
Yeah.
was she was like, "Oh," she was trying to like save it, and she goes, "So you just gonna go back to the hotel after us?" And he was like, "No, I've already checked out of the
Yeah.
hotel, like I'm going home." And she was like, "Oh,"
Yeah,
she
and-
was like,
"Yeah, what do you do?" So I'm just going to go back and go to the gym, and then maybe go to the spa, and then just go back to bed and relax for a while, and then take a walk around Belfast. Enjoy the bus.
yeah.
It was a lot of fun.
Yeah, I have to say, fair play to some commitment to people that do the show and stuff, because like that one guy there who had to travel. There was a few people but one guy
From
had
Iceland?
to go. Yeah, from
And that's
Iceland.
just psychic Glenn.
Yeah. He got mixed up in the Eurovision transfer. He was like, "Oh fuck," and then he ended up on this. No, he traveled. There was a guy that traveled 4 hours yesterday. Not like there and back.
That was me,
obviously.
mate, excited to get the train and walk.
How did you feel getting the train? Was that you've been on train before?
Yeah, I've been on.
You a train guy? You like it?
You know what? Back in my Sydenham days when I lived on the street where the train was, I got the train in and out of town.
I remember those.
You know,
days.
if I was going to gigs, I would go have a drink. Christmas, like Lavery's Christmas dues were always fun there. But not really now. You know, I wouldn't. Now, what is good, my mother-in-law and father-in-law live beside a stop. So you can just go, leave the car there, head on in, get the train. And that's what I did yesterday, because I was going to get left down, but then there's the pressure of, before the school run, having to get left in.
Having to park
all that shit. So
just easier.
I just said, you know what, I'll drive, leave the car, because the blue Bomber, you know, my Fiesta,
Yes.
my original car, it was having a tough week. And Catherine, here's the truth, the blue Bomber, she wants rid of it. She wants to get a new car. And I'm like, no, this is the last bit of my life before you. I'm never letting go of it.
Yeah. You had the her, and then you're like, look, I've already sacrificed one
I've
thing.
sacrificed the bonds.
You can't let me fucking give me something to keep here.
Yeah, so the blue Bomber was like making, like, it sounded like it was being driven by a boy racer. Like, she brought, and again, my thought truly is she takes it to work and like rakes it over the hills and bashes it off, trying to damage it.
She probably does. I think she's sneakily on the side is trying to.
We ended up just spending $2,500 near enough on the big car, trying to fix its gear, the fucking gearbox and clutch. Don't start me there. Yeah, because hey, shocker, the dealership ripped us off. Whoa. So
you went to Hyundai dealership, right?
Yeah.
God, that's the worst thing you could do.
But the problem with it was they were like, oh, they did a whole big service, and like, we can do this service for you for like $1,600. And we were like, let me take it somewhere else, because there was a problem with the gearbox, right? It kept knocking out a second gear.
Yeah.
Brought it to another mechanic, and he was like, yeah, you need a new gearbox and a new clutch. So we were probably talking $1,500 for that. And we thought, right. So he's saying he'll do it for $1,500. The dealership with warranty said they'll do it for just over $1,500 plus other bits and bobs. So we're like, you know what? Send it into them, pay a bit extra, get the other wee bits done. Makes sense.
Yeah.
Excuse me. So we went to them, and then I was like, right, before we do it, this is the price. And they're like, yes. And I'm like, no, our reason for getting this looked at is second gear keeps knocking out. You're good to do that. And he was like, yes, don't worry about it. And I was like, so just to get, before I say, yeah, I'll book in to leave a car in, you guarantee you'll fix second gear? Yes. And I went, okay, now one last time, are you sure? Yes. And I went, right, sign us in. Went in, left it in for a full day, came and got the next day, driving up the road, out of second gear. I was like, phone back, and they're like, what we're going to do, we'll need to diagnose this now. That'll be £500 to do that.
Off.
So I said, no, because I wouldn't let you. That's like me going in and saying, look, I've had a heart attack here. And they're like, right, we're going to clear the arteries, send me in, come out with 2 new hips. And I'm like, what about my heart? They're like, oh no, we just thought, you know, you need it. And then, no, don't do that.
Yeah.
But so they're like, out of decency, we'll not charge you for the labour, but you know, we need parts in, so I had to pay for the fucking parts. So that was annoying. So this time round, look, big shout out to Snake Rat Ben, give me a recommendation for a mechanic.
Good.
And the blue Bomber, now it sounded like it was going, it was scratching, scraping, the exhaust was going, vroom. It was not a good time.
Yeah.
Brought it to this big show, shout them out, Dunlop Automotives in Bangor. Brought them down there. They checked it was wrong, rang me straight away the one day. We're like, yeah, we're going to need to replace a good, like, the back end of this exhaust. We're going to need to put new brake pads in. I'll set, hey, the back brake lights out, and they're like, you know, we're going to do this, it's going to be pretty much 240 all in. I was like, fucking right.
I'll pay you 340.
Yeah, go ahead, boys. You know, so, and they did a great job. Big shout
I
out.
took my car to the fucking. Do you know what? I'm gonna name and shame because I don't even give a fuck.
Now, just before you do,
Yep.
let me be the voice of reason, real quick. You've said some things before that have brought shame on your family and your life.
No,
and you're
David,
under
I'm
threat.
saying it right.
You're saying
now.
it anyway.
See, Johnny. No, I'm with you. I'm not naming names that way. I took it to. Look, here's the thing. When I say name and shame, a dealership is always going to cost more because you know. They're doing the whole thing where they're going, we're the official dealership, we sell official parts, we have official mechanics. They do that whole marketing spiel. But realistically, if you just take it to a mechanic, you'll get a far, far better deal. And everybody knows that. That's common knowledge. I took my car to Charleshurst Hyundai on the Falls Road, and they did you were saying like the diagnostic or something like that?
Yes, diagnostic.
Or maybe it was the service or an MOT check or something like that. It was something real simple. It was like 150 quid. It was meant to cost something along those lines. And they were like, oh, and then you'll pay for anything that we find that we think we can fix.
Yeah.
And man, they sent me a list of things being like, oh yeah, you need this, and we would advise you getting this.
Of course you would.
And it came to $3,000 they wanted to charge me. And I was like, not a fucking mission. One thing they wanted to charge me for was getting something on my bonnet fixed because they said the bonnet wasn't working properly or whatever, or needed a new part. 500 quid or something it was for this bonnet thing. The bonnet's never never had an issue. It's always years ago this was too. So there is certain things where I think you look at and you go, like, I think they're just. Look, they're doing their job and whatever, but
no, they're stroking those.
They're trying to get the arm in a wee bit. I feel
100%. Now, did you take it to somewhere else after that?
Absolutely.
And what are we talking the price on that?
£400 for everything all
It's
in.
down from $3,000. You'll go, all right, sweet.
Yeah. And need a few wee discs, few wee pads, all that carry on, and then the stuff that they advised on has never been touched in the car, has always been fine. And
that was part of the final insult from Hyundai. They were like, we haven't actually thrown out your old clutch if you want it.
Like, what am I going to do if a broken old
clutch?
But
there wasn't. Their clutch didn't really need replaced. It was like advised to be replaced. The gearbox needed fixed. That was the mesh or whatever, and that needed done. But they were like, they'd done the clutch anyway. So, but the only thing is now, if I have anything wrong with my clutch or gearbox, I'm going straight down there. Like, it's warranty, mate, sorted.
Yeah.
But now I recommend this new mechanic, and what I like about that, I don't like the way they go. Well, like, are they a doctor? What are they doing? We'll diagnose the problem, but you have to pay us a fee. No, tell me what's wrong, and then I'll pay to fix it. You know what I mean? Surely you're getting a wage to be there.
That's why you try your best, although this isn't ideal in every circumstance, but you try your best to just get your car to the MOT, and then once you get the MOT and they go, here, this is what's wrong with it, then you just pay to get that fixed, because you can go to a mechanic and go, here, they said this, just fix those things. And that's fine, but there is certain instances where that isn't the case. Either way, fuck it. This is what being an adult's all about, Dave.
I hate it. I was very close to phoning Yoshi.
What, the fucking wee dinosaur from Mario?
No, Yoshi Hyundai, the owner of Hyundai himself, and be like, listen, I have a problem with this.
Is his name Yoshi?
Yeah, probably.
No, you can't say probably. You can't go probably.
Yeah.
Hitoshi?
Yoshi Hitoshi.
Hyundai.
Hyundai.
You do look like a bit of a sumo at the minute with the new haircut.
Yeah, I'm glad you said the haircut, not the like.
Not the face.
Hold on, no, sumos have full like long hair. If anything, I'm the opposite of a sumo. Yeah. I look like a sumo's bollocks. Like if you pull down their wee like pants, it's just a wee face. Alright, mate.
Yeah, with a wee beard on it and all. Yeah.
There's actually a show on Netflix I'm going to start watching about
bollocks.
No, it's about sumos and it looks class.
Right? Is it a documentary?
It's about this bad. No, it's like it's a drama series about this bad boy sumo who's like doesn't obey by the traditions of sumo, and he's just a wild man, party boy.
What are the traditions of sumo?
I don't know, but like eating lots of noodles and
wearing
nappies and all. Yeah, but no, apparently it looks like a real good series. I'm gonna get into it.
Fair enough.
Enjoy it.
You have went for this is the hard reveal of your hair.
Yeah, it is. But now I think we know that you cheeky boys had discussed it on Shane's podcast.
We just didn't want to give it away. We didn't want to give it away.
Yeah.
We said you've either got dreadlocks or you've shaved it completely.
And if I had dreadlocks, it'd look like your man Adam Duritz from Counting Crows.
He's not coming to mind because I've never.
You know
seen
what?
him.
He is a weird guy, because I would go as far as to say he's not what I would call sexy by any stretch of the imagination. Also, you know why nowadays people are like, you're cultural appropriation and all.
Yeah.
To me, strikes me as a white dude with just full dreadlocks. Maybe that's a problem. Yeah.
I mean,
not sweet. I mean, that looks fake to me.
That is fake.
Yeah, well, that's a wig. That's what he's been kicking about with. So he said, now, but see, when you dye your hair black, no white person, Caucasians, very racial episode, no white person has black hair.
You taught me this.
Yeah,
because I always thought you had black hair.
No, it's just very dark brown.
Yes,
hair.
That very
very dark brown hair.
Although yours was darker than mine.
Really? You
yeah.
think so?
Yeah,
I wouldn't have thought that.
No, your hair is definitely darker than mine.
But his is like dyed, and then when he doesn't have the dreadlocks, he just looks like an old.
He looks like an old retired Pavarotti.
He does.
Weird guy.
But you know who he was fully.
The dreadlocks.
You know who he looks like? Your man.
He looks like Eric Griffin.
I was going to say,
cosplaying as Bob Marley.
But he, you know who he dated for a good while? I mean, he's not had a good style ever, Adam Duritz.
He looks stinking. That beard is rotten.
Yeah,
who did he date?
Have a guess who was. In fact, that is all fake.
Yeah, yeah.
What's he even doing?
He's
there?
got a merkin on his chin.
Yeah, he's got Glenn's wig on his chin. I don't know what
He's got
doing.
Glenn on his chin.
Yeah.
The,
Yeah, I'm going to send this to Ben. I'm going to pop it in. What is Adam Duritz doing? But now he's just got a bald head, which is nice
yeah.
to see.
Yeah, you're like an advocate for the bald movement now.
Yeah, I mean,
You're the bald king.
I am the bald king. But my point before we leave Adam Duritz, prime. Like, this woman is in her prime. Now, you're talking about prime 90s babes. We watched a documentary at one prime 90s babe last night. Pamela Anderson.
That is a prime
She
90s
was,
babe.
now, this is probably slightly later than Pam, but this one is maybe not as sexual as Pamela would be considered. This lady definitely didn't pose for Playboy. She was an actress, but she was like iconic.
She didn't pose for Playboy?
No, but a lot of guys our age would be very keen if she had it.
But as an actress?
She's an actress.
Sarah Michelle Gellar?
Close.
Oh.
Close, same kind of hair.
Oh.
Maybe as good looking.
Oh. I don't know. Tara Reid?
No, Tara Reid is like blonde. She's not blonde. She looks, I think, Sarah Michelle Gellar.
It's not Jennifer Aniston. Shut the fuck
It's
up.
Jennifer Aniston.
Shut the fuck up.
Yeah.
No way.
Prime Jennifer Aniston.
Oh, no.
Adam Duritz was dating her.
Oh,
yeah.
Jen, no.
You don't like that one, though?
No. I wanted her
Yeah.
to date me. I could still date Jennifer. Is Jennifer Aniston single?
Yeah, I think so, isn't she?
Would you like it if I made a move?
I mean, listen.
How do I make a
You
play?
look down. We'll make a clip, make a move.
Here's the thing. How does Aaron Butler all the way over in West Belfast, Northern Ireland, score?
For a start, you're not going to endear yourself to the people of West Belfast by referring it to Northern Ireland, by the way.
Look,
But I like it.
Yeah, I know. Jerry, people tell me that at gigs, by the way. Like,
Yeah.
if I do one in the West and I say Northern Ireland, I come off stage and Paddy goes, "You fucking said Northern Ireland, you got them," and I don't even notice. I'm just like,
Yeah.
I look, guys. I go across the barriers of
Yeah.
words. I just want us all. I
Classic
don't know what we are. You know what I mean? Gender.
Because someone said that
location.
to me, because you're like, you say Derry. I'm like, yeah, I'm lazy and it's easier.
Exactly. I just
You
say
know?
because I'm used to it. Northern Ireland, Ireland, UK, whatever you want to call
Yeah.
it. I don't give a fuck. Like, I just live here. That's all it
Yeah.
is. But regardless, you know who else doesn't care? Jennifer Aniston.
You know who else doesn't care? Adam Duritz.
I'm not trying to fuck
Yeah.
him, but I am trying to look, Jennifer. If you want to feel young again, if you want to feel like
But you know what's mental? You're now of an age where it would be grand if you went out with her. Like, you're not.
Yeah.
Like, if you were maybe 10 years younger and going out with her now, it'd be like, there's something up here, but now,
Problematic.
it's grand.
Cher goes out with a 38-year-old guy.
And what did she? 107.
She's 78.
Yeah.
You're taking time to
I
process
mean,
that.
the
There.
thing about Cher, though, it's weird. Her vanny is here, and her nipples are down her back because she just pulls so much skin. It's just, like, that's not a any of her excess skin's just removed. Like,
Yeah, but I'd
it's
still.
like fat off a steak. You just cut it off and fucking put it in. Oh no! Oh no!
Oh no!
Do you ever have jokes that are so funny
Every day.
but so problematic?
Every day.
I nearly said the funniest joke of my life.
Oh.
But then I just couldn't
Can
because
you
it's so
whisper it to me?
problematic. Yeah. Hold on, we'll move it away. I was going to say, all Cher's excess skin is. But that would have been a problem.
No, you should have said that. I would have said that.
Yeah, I know.
But we'll
but we're
not.
just. But I mean, in the time that it is, in the week that we've had, I don't think it's appropriate.
Yeah, okay.
You know,
fair
so
enough.
anyway.
Well, I don't know anymore. Anyway.
Would you give Cher a good old scene too?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You show your sunny boner. Yeah.
Yeah, I'd.
I'll turn back time on this growler, Cher. You know, enjoy a bit of that. Yeah, you better believe it.
Hope your dude's strong enough.
Yeah. I don't
But
see your tramp stamping thieves, you dirty wee bastard. Imagine calling Cher a dirty bastard. Oh dear, I don't know any more Cher songs.
the I Got You, Babe. I don't know where it fits
Yeah.
in though. But
Where's your blurt? It's in his case. Anyway.
sure, your dude.
Yeah, with my
me.
face. Oh dear.
It's very wrinkly. But I would, yeah.
Oh, by the way, on the side note, our son is trans, and he was when his dead name was Chastity, and then whenever he transitioned, he was like, you know what, I'm just going to drop the iddy and just go for Chaz. He's Chaz Bono. Chaz Bono. What a great.
Is Shaz Bonus still floating about?
I mean, I'm sure.
You don't really hear much about that person these days.
That guy, you don't know.
I don't look again. I don't know what people are so fluid with it. You could be a guy one day and a girl the next.
You'd be raging though if you had that feeling, wouldn't you? You just had all the work done. You're like, fuck, I want to be today.
Like, I don't want to get problematic, but that does happen. You know, you get people to transition, and then like a year later, they're like, oh, actually.
I would just get a really, really, really lifelike strap on me and just depend on
this conversation's driving me crazy. No, I can't say shit. Fuck's sake. Here.
Anyway, Buck and Cher, Jennifer Aniston, Adam Duritz, where are we starting?
No, I'm not bucking Adam Duritz.
Right.
What other old ladies can I buck? Camilla?
Oh no, Camilla's. You know, here's the thing about Camilla. Camilla and King Charles, they were going together a long time.
Right.
You know, he really loved her. He didn't love Diana. The guy's
right.
not, you know. Did he say he wanted? What did he say about Camilla? It was thinking like he wanted
to be her tampon.
Right. I was about to say he wanted to wear her dirty knickers in his face.
That would have been better.
I mean,
and then he said he wanted to fill her up like a petrol station or something like that.
Oh, why? You imagine he would have a big gloopy petrol dick too, wouldn't you? Like
well, if it's anything like his fingers, it's just swollen and like a bee sting.
Who would you rather be read by, King Charles or Prince Andrew?
Fuck.
Too old for him, really, aren't you?
Charles?
No, Andrew. Oh, you're not old enough.
Oh,
for Charles.
right. Yeah. It's a bit. Look, neither is ideal. Part of me thinks Charles because at least then you could go, I bucked the king.
Yeah.
With Andrew, you're kind of like, I just bucked a pedo.
I bucked the nonce.
I bucked a fucking weirdo. Like, yeah. And then I also think King Charles' best bucking years are behind him now. Yeah. So he's not going to give you too much of the business. Mm-hmm. He's going to be like, and then it's out, and that's it. Like.
But I mean, I think Camilla's got a lot of shit over the years, so it's not really her fault.
Do you know, I kind of started feeling bad for her recently because I thought, like, she's a fucking old lady now. Yeah. Surely she just wants to be like, just let me have peace.
Did you hear the song they were singing when she was walking in? Oh. It was like, you've got a bareback vagina. Camilla.
Were they actually?
Something like that. Did you hear that?
See, I thought that was just TikTokers making that up.
No, it's like they were singing that. It sounded like bareback vagina.
All vaginas are bareback.
Yeah, bareback mountain.
Yeah.
Do you know what? Yeah, like I hate everyone being sly on Charles about like you in the fair, but yeah, but I had a full on girlfriend, and then you made me marry somebody else, and I still want to see my full on girlfriend. Sly. And I mean, it's also sly that now you've killed my wife, mum, but still.
Yeah, I think it's been a lot of years that you can just be like, all right, he's fucking just let the guy retire and be the king, and just fucking.
I mean, that's the opposite of what you really contradicted
yeah, because you don't
there.
retire when you're in the king.
Yeah, if anything.
But you
know what
I mean?
He should have done? He should have been like, listen, I don't really want to be the king. Let Billy take over, and I'll just kick back. I'll do the Prince Philip. I'll go around. I'll go to soup kitchens and be racist. You know, that's cool. That's banter.
Yeah, that
and
is.
With the bareback vagina Camilla coming with me, we'll have a great time. We'll travel the world. You know, just go around and be sly like my dad.
Is it a thing though where he kind of just has to take it? The king shit, like he can't turn it down.
Yeah, I mean it would be bad. I think bad etiquette, wouldn't it?
Bad etiquette.
However, it's good for us because it means. There's another bank holiday coming up because Willie will have to come in.
Well, it'd be good if it hadn't now because then there would be more bank holidays. That was the best part about it, really.
Yeah, and then also like the kids get to have wee parties and all. You know, it's nice fun.
Do you like the summer season coming in now?
Mate, I love summer. I've spent this morning just in like gardens and stuff.
That is good.
Like, that's what motivated me to do garden work today because I'm like, it's a good day. Let's get outside, get the bald head, a bit of colour about it.
Do you know what the best thing about summer is? Summer DIDDYs.
Yeah, but then it's a problem now because women are getting so loose and crazy with their bras these days. They don't wear them. But then you don't know where to look because they're like, are you a creep? And they could be walking, like a girl could be walking down the street with a bit of string between two bare tits, both big piercings hanging off, catching the light. You're like a wee magpie. So you're
trying to avoid everything.
You're trying to avoid the Diddy. She's like,
your neck's up here.
Yeah, and there's like, you what's wrong with you? You're a pedo and all. I'm like, no, how am I a pedo? You've got Diddies. If you know Diddies, then I'm a pedo. I'm going to look. I'm not a creep.
Yeah, do you know what? You know? I understand that awkwardness, isn't it? Because like they say, just because they're out there doesn't mean like, are you objectifying me? Like you can't look away. You can't control your own male instinct. It's like, I know that, but there's titties and I want to look at them.
And they're fully out.
And I want to look at them.
Yeah, fully out.
I'm not, look, call me what, but like, here's the thing. Here's my argument. See if fellas were to walk about with their fucking chodes hanging out. I understand there's women that go, that's so stinking. I'd never look at that gay. Yeah. Men's dicks are fucking. I was about to say gays. Men's dicks are stinking. But men's dicks are stinking. Don't tell me you wouldn't even take a little glance
Yeah.
just to be like, oh, just because you would. Because
Yeah.
we're all human. We're all curious. We all just
Yeah.
want to fucking... If there is a fucking...
But you know what the thing about it is? It's more creepy to not glance at a tit. Because
it's more obvious.
Programmed into you
Yeah.
as a man to look at tits. Like, it's in there.
Yeah.
Like, if there's bare boobs about, it's in your instinct.
I don't
to
think it's a
look.
man thing. I think it's a people thing.
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
Like, even if, right, I'm a guy and I'm straight, but see if a guy was to, like, walk into this room and have his dick hanging out.
Well, that happens quite a lot because Shane just works.
That is true, yeah, you know what he's like. I will just take a glance at it because it's out. And I feel like fucking, I can't help it.
There was a guy I remember seeing once in the gym, and it was I've never seen him before or since, but it was I don't want to say it was an immaculate experience for me.
Yeah.
He was a guy probably maybe you're going to go, is it Dennis? No, it wasn't Dennis. It was a man maybe in his early to mid 60s,
Okay.
but a man who and you know what I mean. This is not being homophobic by any stretch of the imagination, but you just got the feeling he was a gay man.
Yeah.
Because he had such, he was
Dick in
so
him.
groomed. He was so groomed. He,
For a 6-year-old
you
guy.
know, he was in such good shape. He was
Yeah.
groomed. There were certain elements of his attire and cadence of his walk that made me
Yeah.
go, that's not what I would say is a heterosexual man.
Okay.
For example, he was heading towards the shower. He was wearing just flip flops. And like if you're
And he
going
was on his knees.
he was goblin. Like
He's
Pac-Man.
wearing flip-flops but on his knees. So there's no need for the flip-flops. They're just holding him back.
You've heard of Pac-Man? This is Sack-Man. But he
Instead of Frogger, Dogger.
but he was like, if you're going to say you're going to the shower in the gym,
Right.
and you've just got changed, what do you usually on the way to the shower have around your waist?
Towel.
Yeah, normally most guys have towel around their waist.
Yeah.
This guy
This guy's on his knees.
didn't. He had flip flops on.
It's on his head like Mother Teresa.
No, genuinely.
Just trying.
He's like, if I put it over, they'll not see me. I'm undercover.
Undercover. No one will know.
But this guy had his towel right around his neck.
Right.
He also had a chain and a lead. No. He also had a gold chain around his neck, right?
Yeah.
He was very, very tanned.
Yeah.
He was very in shape.
Power necklace.
He had a tattoo that said, I'm gay. No, he didn't. He had 2 earrings in, right? And he had a very, very, like a Paul Hollywood style goatee. Really, like, his hair was like the lead
Almost
singer.
Hulk Hogan in the show.
His hair was like the lead singer of Scooter, right? He was like,
Oh no.
and he had the eyebrow pierced.
Right.
And then as you were to go down, both nipples pierced.
That is.
And-
that's fucking mad.
Yeah. And as he was walking down, he had no bottoms on, no pants, nothing. He had potentially, I would say, I'm not too good at metric and figures, but I'm popping an 8-inch floppy dick on him.
Jesus.
Like a big floppy and that's, no force either. The force has been removed. May the force be with him. It wasn't that day, right? And also hanging out the top of his dick was another man. No, was a big Prince Albert piercing, but leading to the dick was a full shaved Brazilian, right?
Man.
I know Thiago Silva. I just there.
Jose Aldo just fucking.
But he just and I just remember the whatever way the light hit the Prince Albert piercing, it just drew my attention.
Well, it
And-
would have if it was an
Yeah,
8-inch
a big
dick, like,
dick,
because it's not going to
but-
be your regular piercing.
No, but when I no,
It was a gold hula hoop.
Yeah, it was an alloy just hanging through his taken from fucking Hyundai dealership, the bastards. But whenever I looked at this thing, I was just sitting down, I just looked at this thing, and I must have gone like this. Like,
Yeah.
because I mean, not in a like, ooh, but it was like, oh fuck me, there's a lot. It was a lot for my wee mind to consume in that minute.
Yeah.
But whenever I looked up right to him, he double flexed the pecs and went like this and walked to the shower. But he had the towel around him and he went flex and on in the shower.
He likes the birds.
And you know what? I enjoyed that experience. But then again, is that was he a mirage? Did I make him up in my head? Because I've never seen him before or since.
I enjoy him just living his truth.
Yeah.
That's all I enjoy. I had an experience when I went to the naked
But I
sauna in
should point out,
Switzerland.
see, sorry, before whenever he walked past me, he'd full dildo hanging out. So, like, he did. Sorry. Anyway, I need to hear more about this Swiss experience.
There was a naked guy come into that, and he had a fucking huge one, and I couldn't help but just look at it. It was looking at me, like, and it was like, I was just looking at it going, the sauna's not even going to heat that up because there's that much meat in it. No, when you're like, the oven has to be, you have to have this size an oven to cook a roast.
You need to cook it like a turkey. It's an all day thing.
I was like, mate, you'd be better off just leaving because nothing's going to happen to that. Like,
how long do you reckon it would take him to get fully hard? From he thinks he gets a horny thought to boner.
Here's the thing.
It's like blowing up a fucking. It's like blowing up Bouncy Castle. Sorry.
It's blown up a kid's bouncy castle, but the hire company have forgot to give you the pump so you've to then blow it.
If you spin it around to try and fucking hard, he takes off.
That's how he got up the Alps. But
you're like, all right, mate.
I was like, I'm taking the ski lift. What are you doing? He's like, oh, don't worry, I'm taking the old hand helicopter. But here's the thing. I don't think there's anything problematic about if a dick's in front of you or a tit is in front of you. Looking at it, because humans, it's like naked attraction. Yeah, like you watch that show because you're like, I just want to see what other people are rocking with.
But do you ever watch Naked Attraction?
Oh yeah.
Do you ever go see some of them on it and go, I don't know why you've done this?
I see some of them and I go, number one, why does every guy's dick bend one way or the other?
Yeah.
Like there's no guy that just has a straight dick that goes down.
Yeah.
Mine does, right? I don't want to give too much away, but my dick doesn't have a bend in it, and I don't know where all these guys are getting these bends from. I don't know if they're constantly sitting some weird way or whatever. That's the first thing. Second thing is, it makes you feel better about your own dick, because you see some fucking atrocities and you go, I'm alright. I've been given some. I'm happy enough with what's going on down there, and and then the other thing you go is, there's no one like. There's people who go, mate, I can tell by looking at that you haven't washed that or shaved it or did anything to it. That looks absolutely fucking vile and rotten based on your dick alone. Yeah. So there's a whole lot to unpack there. What do you think when you watch it?
Sometimes I'm just like, use a wee Manscaped razor. You know what I mean? Trim it. You don't even have to go bald, just a wee bit shorter.
Now, you admittedly and numerous times have said you have a bit of a grey dick.
My actual dick, yeah.
It's basically, there's nothing wrong with it. There's nothing medically. But it's just like...
Hey, it works.
Yeah, it works.
Hey.
What I'm saying is, it's like a Charlie Chaplin movie. It's monochromatic.
Yeah.
So, like, maybe if you went on Naked Attraction, they do a close-up of your dick and people think their TV's broke. They're like,
people
fucking,
like,
what? They're doing Naked Attraction, black and white now.
Yeah, it's like maggots are bigger in this. It's a big, it looks like a turret of a castle. You know what I mean?
Right, I get you.
What it could just be, it's just been beaten. It's like a corpse dick because it's been beaten so badly.
It's went through the trenches.
Yeah,
it's went through the wars.
Yeah, it's shell shock.
It's an old veteran warcock.
Yeah, I mean, how would you describe? Imagine
barnacles on it.
Yeah, listen, but as I say,
but it works.
It's like
it's produced 2 kids.
It's like an old gun, mate.
Yep.
You're like, oh, this wouldn't do too much damage.
It's Samuel Colt.
Dead.
Yeah.
Like you see my gun, you'd be like, oh, this gun doesn't look.
This gun hasn't been used in fucking years. This gun's full of dust.
But you know who's controlling the gun? Alec Baldwin, mate.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Boom.
No.
Live rounds.
Oh, no.
Have at.
Oh, no. Fucking hell. Alec Baldwin.
That's who owns my gun, brother. Alec Baldwin. It looks tame. It looks like it's fine. No.
Looks like it fires blanks.
Doesn't.
No way.
No.
It's fully loaded.
Live rounds, mate.
Live rounds and ready to go at any
It's like,
time.
do you ever play like those video games where you get these wee weapons, but you can go and separately buy the ammunition?
Yeah.
The gun, you're like, this'll not do too much damage. Like, can't kill a vampire. Yeah, but inside, silver bullets.
Yeah. You're still very fertile.
Yeah.
We were talking about you.
Fertile Perry, that's me, mate.
You talked about the hair going. Is the next thing
the dick?
No, not the dick.
Yes, man.
Not the dick. Is the next thing that was part of you before you met your wife the sperm? Are you gonna close that factory up soon?
You know what? I think, in a lot of respects, I want to be a wee bit like Shorts. I want to keep the factory open. I don't want to do too much.
Spirit now.
Yeah, I don't want to do too much redundancy there. I want to keep it going because I just
you want to keep the workers
Yeah, I want to keep the workers live.
Yeah, you want to keep the economy booming.
Because you never know. They
never know.
They may need more. They may need more airplane engines, mate.
Your wife's listening to this right now, going, "Fucking close it up."
Yeah, no, she
Make
actually,
it redundant.
You know, have you ever seen Hocus Pocus, the film?
Yes.
You know the guy in it who's dead? That was her ex, and they sewed his lips
They
together.
sewed his lips together.
That's what she did to her Vanny. So I'm fine.
Yeah,
you know. But I'm keeping the lie. I'm keeping the Baldwin rolling. You know, the grey Baldwin.
The grey Baldwin.
Grey Baldwin sounds like conceivably could be Alec Baldwin's actual son.
Yeah, or the porn version of Baldwin.
Grey Baldwin.
I'm Grey Baldwin.
Yeah.
And he just pulls it out and has this wee tiny grey cock.
Yeah, I mean, let's not say tiny. It's just
Sorry.
It's just minute. It's
sorry.
not,
Yeah. But no, it's good. Here's the thing: on a guy of your size, this'll look tiny.
Yeah, true. But
You know what I mean?
You know another thing, like you again, we're talking about kids' film references here. Have you ever seen?
I
the movie?
thought you were about to say we're talking about kids' dicks.
No.
I was like, oh no.
Have you ever seen the film Aladdin, the Disney film?
Aladdin. Yeah.
Aladdin, my butt. No.
Yeah.
You know the guy in it, Jafar.
I do know that guy. Yeah.
Jafar.
Evil.
Yeah. What happens to Jafar at the end of the film?
Gets put in the lamp, doesn't he?
No, before that, what happens to him?
Turns into a big angry red monster genie.
That's like my Grey Baldwin, mate. Like it's just like a regular Jafar, and see by the end, it's the blood gorges to it and it expands.
Yeah, it's your majesty.
It's huge, and then it gets forced back into lamp, and then you're just sent away.
It's lamp. Very silly. But
Yeah.
it's hot. It's good. It's good. It's summer is good for the dicks.
Yeah.
Because winter's not good for the dicks.
No.
We dick winter. You know what I mean? Because
soft dick summer. But then a problem with it is, as the dick comes more malleable during the summer, as then does the balls.
Yeah.
And they become softer, longer, especially in an old man like me. Long ball silver, it's not good look. You know, Jake long balls.
But I think there's nothing wrong with a bit of long balls. See, as long as the dick's long.
Yeah.
Balls can be
But
long.
then sometimes the balls can get so long you might sit on them. You know,
Never did that before.
Oh, mate, I went to do a shit one time, but I didn't anticipate how soft my balls were, and I sat in the toilet and I sat on my balls, and I thought that's it, no more. Yeah, I've decommissioned the Grey Baldwin. It's gone.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to avoid that for as long as I can.
But my point anyway, before I got sidetracked, was whenever I cut my hair, I was very ready for it to be done. When I was in the barber's chair,
you were like, "This is I'm at peace with what's happening right now.
This is it."
Yeah.
But then they did it. I was like, oh, I don't know. I don't know.
Bit of a shock.
I had to get washed because it was like it looked so alopecia because here's where it's the thinnest and here and here.
Yeah.
But this bit's good and thick, so it looked like I just.
That is the annoying bit with your hair in particular.
Yeah.
You have a real thick front hairline.
Yeah.
And then the rest, I don't know what happened.
Which means if not, and now this is the thing. See, before I was like, never get a hair transplant because I don't like how stupid. You may as well just wear a wig.
Yeah.
But now, if I could get this bit done, keep my natural front.
I think you're the perfect candidate for a hair transplant.
Yeah. All I'm saying is you keep the original farmhouse. You know what I mean? And you just extend the back.
Yeah. Well, look, why don't you? It costs like $2,000.
Because I just fucking gave that the
Hyundai.
Yeah, fucked.
True. They stole that.
Yeah.
Your chance.
But you know what? I wouldn't want. I don't mean this to be any way offensive to the Turks.
Yeah.
I don't want to go to Turkey to get done. I would like it to get done Harley Street by a proper guy.
What's Harley Street?
Harley Street's just an expensive place in London. Do loads of medical procedures. They give you go in. I get the works, get the teeth done, the hair done, get a couple of big ditties put on, get dick off, come out like looking like Barry Gibb from the Bee Gees, up top, and then just Pam Anderson. The body.
That is the weirdest amount of surgeries, a collection of surgeries.
Is there something funny in that? Like in like you know why they do 2-for-1 offers and things? Is there something like
you have to get another surgery because you're like I can't waste it.
You know, like if you get that, you do ditties too. Sure. When in Rome.
You think they're taking them away, but they just make them bigger.
Yeah, I know. Listen, go for it.
Like I'm just trying to think. I had a friend who got the hair transplant done years ago. He paid $6,000 in Madrid of all places. I don't know why he went there. But sure, he's fucking bald as fuck now. Like. So like
it falls out again.
Well, I think his issue was they said to him the back of your donor hair isn't thick, so we're gonna have to take it from your beard. So they took the donor hair from his neck and then they put it in his head.
So he's got beard hair for.
So he had beard hair for head hair, and it was very. I was like, mate, it's
no
not
harm
great.
to it. Does it like pubes in his head?
The first 2 years, it was sort of like really spiky and really like up, and then it's just like. It's fucked.
Yeah,
it's totally fucked. But
Right,
yeah, the
listen.
perils of being a man.
Yeah.
I'm happy that you've had your hair down. If you're happy about it, what would your kids react to it?
Fine.
Did they not be like, fuck,
No,
where's
Holly went
daddy?
in and she went, baldy, daddy.
That's good banter from
And I
Holly.
was like, shut the fuck up, Holly. You can't even speak properly, you dick.
And then when she's sleeping, you
Yeah.
just take a wee razor to her hair and
Yeah,
just
eyebrows.
shave a wee nick in
Just
it.
off.
Just and just go,
Well, Matilda was like you know the wee boy in Hook, who.
There's a lot of wee boys in
No,
Hooks,
but
isn't
you know whenever like Robin Williams
Oh yeah.
turns up and the wee boy's like looking at him and he's like feeling his face and all.
Right.
Matilda was like that and she was like, "You are my daddy," and she was fine. You know.
Right. Okay.
They like it. You know, I don't mind it. I'm getting a wee bit used to it now. Initially, like I've just been wearing hats everywhere to not unveil it really. But
Yeah.
done a few gigs and it's just out now. Like
You
so-
have to keep the beard, like.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Like, there's no way you can shave the face ever.
No, even if it goes grey, I just have to keep it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Uncle Fester, I'd look like otherwise.
Yeah,
So, I mean,
yeah.
no harm to Uncle
Uncle
Fester.
Molester.
Not a good look, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I probably imagine looking less sexy than Uncle Fester, and I think I would if I
You
grew
would
it
play
out
a
here.
great Uncle Fester in Adam's Family, to be fair.
Yeah,
I think so, yeah.
Nice.
If I
Well-
were to cast you in a musical right now, that's who you'd be.
yeah, Uncle Fester. If I were to cast you in a movie, I would cast you as. I mean, could this be any movie if they're redoing it?
Sure.
Yeah, I would cast you as
Movie or musical, doesn't matter.
Okay, musical child catcher, chitty chitty bang bang. See
The
dancing around
child
there.
catcher?
Yeah.
Man, that makes me sound very pedo-y.
I mean, well, you just call me Uncle Molester, so I think that's what sent me down that road.
I take that point on board.
Mhm,
That's good
yeah.
feedback.
Or you could be your man Dick Van Dyke in whatchamacallum.
And Mary Poppins?
Yeah, you could be him. What's he called?
Hello,
in that?
Mrs. Poppins. Fucking. Oh, what is his
No,
name?
you would do a porn version called Mary Poppers, with just their arsehole prolapsed. I'm glad to be Mary Poppins.
I'm trying to think some of the songs. Chitty. No.
Oh, shitty bang bang.
No. Chim chimity. Chimmy.
Chim chim chiroo.
Chim. Nah. it's
Nah,
not coming
here,
to me.
listen, we'll get into listeners' questions because I realise time is getting on and you've shit to do.
Aye. We both
Christopher
are busy
says,
men.
what do stand-up comedians think of the local improv comedy scene? Have you ever tried it? It's a good way to get experience of thinking on your feet.
It's a good question. There isn't a big scene here for it, so there isn't much of an opinion to be had. I mean, I'm not against it in any way. I loved, when I was growing up, my favourite show was Whose Line Is It Anyway? But improv is just a totally different thing.
Yeah.
It's nothing like stand-up.
But you know what? I think there's not... Obviously, the stand-up scene's way bigger.
Yeah.
The improv scene is not. I think... I saw improv a few years ago.
Here?
Yeah, I think Fraser Robb was in a group, Yes And. I thought they were great.
Yeah.
But
Yeah,
then again,
Wonder Frog too, that
Yeah.
was his thing.
but I thought they were grand.
Thing is, I think it's one of those styles of comedy that just doesn't attract a big audience, especially over here. So, yeah, it's going to be probably a tough sell to get big gigs for it over here. I know the Pavilion's doing like every second Wednesday or something. They're doing an improv night now. So I'd actually like to go just watch one and just see what way it plays out.
Yeah, but would you ever have an interest in trying it yourself?
Nah. I think I'm good. What about you?
No.
Yeah.
It
Yeah.
sounds so disrespectful, but no, I just wouldn't fancy it.
Yeah.
Naomi's being really funny here and says, would you opt for a full head version of this now? And sent me a link to a story of a guy who got a fringe tattooed in his head.
I've seen that video before. Yeah, that
mean-
guy literally basically took a marker to his head and drew on a fringe.
But then, like, that's a thing too that bald guys do nowadays. Have you seen that? Like, micro
Microneedling tattoos of the head. Oh, I know it all. I'm very obsessed with it on TikTok. You were
but
looking at my hair there, like
I
I've
was
had it done, but I
have
haven't
you
had it done.
No, but like, the micro thing, I know a guy
Chris
got it
Eubank
done.
Jr.'s had it done.
Nice.
Yeah.
I wish senior English had it done.
He still could.
But I knew a guy got it done. And the thing about it is, they never do a natural hairline. This is the thing.
It always
hair
is.
transplants and these. It's like, it
It's
just looks
straight.
weird. And then, like, what happens if your hair grows back a bit? Like, what happens if you want to have, like, the Kyle Gass from Tenacious D hair, or the Hulk Hogan? You can't do that.
My thing is, it's like if you get it, say for example, I got one done, right? I have recession at both temples. So if I get a hair transplant done and fill in the recession, this hair is still going to recede
Yeah.
eventually. So what am I going to be left with? Two fucking ponytails just coming down
Yeah.
here like a fucking idiot. So yeah,
Yeah,
you
you just have to convert to Judaism.
That's, I don't know if that's Jewish
Yeah.
or not. I mean, I'm assuming it's not. It's very impolite, but it's fine. But yeah, So you have to get multiple hair transplant surgeries if you start on that, if you go down that route. And if you like visiting Turkey,
go ahead.
Go for it.
Chris wants to know what I would do to improve the Bangor Seafront or the Queen's Parade.
Wow.
That's hard, because this is the problem with this.
You're a very passionate man about this subject, I know as well.
I could just let loose and give opinions off the top of my head. But to be honest with you, what I would rather do, Chris, is have a long, hard think, a sit down, maybe look at the options and try to evaluate it correctly.
I have a suggestion. Let's put wee motors into the swans down there so you don't have to pedal.
Yeah.
Like let's get wee bumper swans going or something like that, or let's fucking, I don't know. Just let's update the swans is what I'm saying.
Would you be more interested in there being like more ditties down there and stuff too?
Let's put ditties on the swans.
There you go.
That's how we get the best of both
souped
worlds.
up swans. So the swans are big ditties, but you can't look at them and big engines.
Yeah. They've got wee plasters over the nipples or something.
Oh, here's one that I think Ian's pulled out of his hole here.
Go ahead, Ian.
And it's a good question, and I feel like you're a man that could really get balls deep in this question.
All right.
What is your favourite movie soundtrack?
Nah, this is tougher than you think. I think. Here is the best ones recently have been the Guardians of the Galaxy movies. Those soundtracks are great. But
you know what? I'm gonna come in and say I feel like that's bullshit.
Do you?
Because I feel like what they do is they pick the soundtracks off just like making it like a Now 32 or something.
Well, it is.
I mean?
It 100% is.
But I like to have soundtracks that are like
original,
done for the movies, and they have for example, like you pick Rocky, you've got the Rocky theme song, you've Hearts on Fire.
Rocky is a hard one to beat.
Yeah, it's hard to go. Like a film that I recently watched, I know you're a big fan of, Top Gun.
Top Gun's a great one too. Oh man, these are all great choices. Dirty Dancing's a great one.
But I mean, we're talking all in, like songs that have just been, because if you pick individual songs from movies, like you could have Robin Hood, Prince of Thieves, that Bryan Adams song, Everything I Do for You, that was a great film. I love Robin Hood, Prince of Thieves. I fight anyone to the death if they said shit. So. Do
you know what was a good soundtrack? Although the movie was very subpar, the sequel to Coming to America for Eddie Murphy.
Oh, that was out recently, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was out a few years ago on Amazon Prime. It has some great songs in it. But
was it a shit movie?
I mean,
yeah,
it's an Eddie Murphy movie in 2020. You can.
It's no Norbit.
It's no Norbit. Yeah.
No.
So to be fair though, I still kind of enjoyed it.
Yeah, you love Eddie Murphy. Is Eddie Murphy your number one, like comedian guy?
Yeah. But yeah, so then I think Dirty Dancing takes the gold for me in terms of just best soundtracks of all time. I mean, the songs are so iconic. I've had the time of my life and all.
Yeah.
You know.
Give you some other ones.
Big Girls Don't Cry.
Frankie Valli, is that?
Yeah. The one, Hey Baby, Hey Baby. Ooh, I mean,
and a lot of people, and you know what, Dirty Dancing, I'll be honest, and I watched Top Gun for the first time recently, and it had been so hyped for me that I was a bit disappointed. Dirty Dancing, I thought was good.
Dirty Dancing is a great shot. R.I.P. Swayze. You big right.
He's not dead yet.
You big.
He
Not
forever.
my heart.
No. Big Swayze.
On my penis.
Sam says, any advice for a fellow dad for taking a toddler on holiday for a week?
Get rid of them.
My daughter's great and sleeps a lot, but my main concern is a 3-hour flight. We do have another family member with us as well as me and my missus, so that should lighten the load. My advice would be 3-year-old, get her a tablet. Get her a tablet.
What, sleeping?
Yeah, sleeping tablet and just put her to sleep. No, get her something. Get her like a load of fucking Bluey on the rip or some Peppa Pig. And
Bluey on the rip.
Let her get onto that. Distract her.
Have you had to fly with your ones yet?
Yes, I haven't.
Both of them?
No,
just Holly.
But we.
How long was the flight?
It's long enough. We've been a couple with Holly. She's been to Lanzarote, which was pretty long. Yeah. So she was all right, and that she's decking the way home though. But Holly will be fine. The flight now, Matilda will be an absolute holy nightmare. And we're going holiday in the summer with her to Portugal. So.
That's gonna be a bad time.
Yeah. But no, it should be fun. Like we went in the boat with them last year.
It'll be fun when you get there.
Yeah.
But the flight will be with Matilda.
But the boat was really funny because and if you get a cabin on the boat, it's very small. Like the beds fold down.
Yes.
When you're on a cot, it's just funny. I'm going to have to go through and find you this particular photo. Cause I did a thing where I took a photo of her to just see, if she was asleep. So like, because I couldn't hear any noise, I was like, I'll take a photo of her. I'll see, just scan over to see if she's asleep in any way. And it was a lot of fun. Whenever the photo, I found a holiday, so it should be nearby. Whenever I saw her sleeping, let me see, kill a bit of time here while we're.
Guys, I've nothing to promote right now, but I don't need to. You know what I mean? Because we're just all people at the end of the day. There's going to be shows announced soon. I know for Big Dave, you got something coming up. You've got something in the pipeline. I'm not going to reveal it.
Well, you know what? I've explained it to the patrons.
But this isn't the patrons.
The patrons know.
But if you go over to Patreon, Sly Guy Patreon.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. If you want to head to www.patreon.com/Sly Guy Podcast, you will see the news. The announcement's going to be made at the start of, or the end of
this month.
Yeah, the end of May. So
Very exciting.
So I turned the phone on, hit flash, aimed it at the cot. Just fully standing looking at me.
Oh, that is horrifying.
That's just,
That is.
And like I went, oh, just stand looking over me.
My wee goddaughter.
Yeah, the wee goddaughter.
The wee legend. Yeah, that's fun.
I don't know why I've got this, but do you like it?
I do like it. I made that, didn't I? Yeah. It's in case you don't know, listeners, it's a photo of Johnny Bow and Dave Elliott, but on the poster of Bowfinger. Yeah. And that's the kind of humour we have in the group chat. Yeah. But yeah, it's fucking warm Diddy summer.
Warm Diddy summer.
It's sweaty bop summer.
Who do you prefer, P Diddy or warm Diddy?
I think I prefer warm Diddy.
I just want to say, Connor Moore, fuck yourself.
Oh, why would Connor Moore
do? You wanted me to talk about Arsenal.
Whoa, is that bad subject talk about it?
I'm not talking
Arsenal not doing sweet?
Fuck it.
Do you know what's great about Arsenal? Their away kit. Mm-hmm. That black and gold.
The black one, yeah, it's nice.
I've never worn an Arsenal kit, but I tell you what,
you go for it.
I like that one.
That's the one I bought this season. I like the back kit of season, and that's the one that
it is very sexy. It's the best kit in the Premier League.
Yeah,
without doubt.
Because you have a kit that's quite similar, don't you?
I have the Kerry alternative away keeper 2018 Gaelic kit.
I mean, that's niche.
Which is what it's so niche, and I don't think it was ever worn in any game ever. But they made it.
It's like Arsenal with a pink kit this year, and I wore it twice in August, and I've worn it again.
It's all money, isn't it? Yeah. Money grabbing bastards. My granny used to say that whenever I wanted to get like a football kit when I was younger. She's like, they just bring out a new one, and then they can be like, I think the price of a full kit back then was 50 quid all in.
Which is amazing because you wouldn't get a fucking pair of shorts for that these days.
But back then, my granny was like, no, you'll get the top and you'll get nothing else. I was like, okay.
And you should be like, okay, well, I'll just wear that then out whenever you take me in public.
I still wear it.
No, but my point is, you need to buy me shorts and socks, or I'll not have anything on my lower half.
Oh.
I
wasn't at the tender age of 10 years old. I wasn't in a position to make those sort of demands.
Yeah, but I would have done that. That would have been my sort of political stance. I would have said, look, if you want to be Trumpy, man. But you know what? I never got the full kit.
Me neither. I've never had a full kit. But yeah, look, you can't argue with a West Belfast granny.
Yeah.
You fucking your bed's made. You just gotta take your whipping.
And where's your granny now?
She is. I think she was in Canada at the minute. Shout out to Anne in Canada.
What's she doing in Canada?
Living her fucking life.
Does she live in Canada?
No, she doesn't live in Canada, but she's over there with her friend.
Why did you not tell me she was in Canada?
I didn't think I had to notify you. Yeah. My granny left the country.
But to Canada?
But what's wrong with that?
It's a big trip for a lady of an older generation.
Well, she's 78.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like the furthest they go from West Belfast to fuck at 78, I would expect her to maybe be lucky to get to St Anne's Square.
No,
Canada.
Fucking can't stop her. She's a fucking machine. She's not a fuck machine. I just want to put that out there. Yeah. She's a lovely lady and the best in the world and an absolute saint of the Lord. But
a bit stingy when it comes to football kits.
Yeah, just didn't want me to have.
You know what? See all the money she saved in shorts and fucking.
Oh, she's in Canada with it now.
She's gone to Canada.
Yeah, oh yeah. That's how she did it.
Yeah.
No, she was very generous to me, and she still is very generous to me, and I have to say that in public because it's very true, and I wouldn't do her dirty like that. But yeah,
all she brings you from Canada is a wee box of Timbits.
Do you know what I say to her? I say to her, don't bring me anything back. It's too expensive out there now, and it is fucking. She'll bring you. She'll bring me something back. Yeah. She better bring me something back. Probably be a Toblerone.
That's also bullshit from an adult's point of view. You're like, okay, I don't need anything, but in the back of your mind, you're like, but absolutely get me something anyway.
But yeah, if not, just give me the money. Yeah, you know what I mean? I'll fucking give me a hand me out of some kind.
Like what?
A hand me out.
I was wondering. You said
no, not one of those. No, not from Granny.
Look at that.
So yeah.
And who's she out there with?
Her friend Mary.
Just two lads.
Just Anne and Mary out. They've been to. I think the other year they were maybe at Benidorm to do that.
I mean that Benidorm.
That's more.
Canada is a trek.
It is a trek. Like fair play to them because it's a long.
Did they get the long flight socks on and all? I hope.
I don't know what way they travel, but
I mean, I assume on a plane.
Yeah, they travel on a plane.
Imagine like we're going on a boat.
But I don't know if they will. We'll see you in 14 weeks, Granny. She got
just a wee trawler.
Yeah. But no, I don't know if she wore socks on the plane or not. I have no idea. I can't confirm or deny. But she's in Canada right now.
Deep vein thrombosis, mate.
What'd you say?
You don't want her to get deep vein thrombosis.
No, I don't. Get
want the flight socks on.
I want her to have a good time when she's away, and she's away there for 3 weeks. So making a whole thing of it.
Fucking right. I bet she's got a fella over there she met on Plenty of Fish.
I think she has 4. I think she has 4 or 5 of them. Nice. Just rotating
Canadian
them.
Men.
That's it. Big Mounties. Mounting the Mounties.
Mounting the Mounties. Listen, this has been a lot of fun. Yeah.
As always.
We'll clip it and send it to her in Canada
not.
In the post.
Absolutely not. We're going to give the woman a heart attack.
Yeah.
Like
well, especially if she has me wearing her flight socks. There's going to be clots and all.
Yeah, exactly. But yeah, I hope her and Mary are having a great time and keeping safe. And I'll see you both soon.
Mm-hmm. I mean, what a way to end the podcast. Aaron Butler, as always.
Shouting out his granny.
Who
says I'm not a nice guy, huh?
Yeah. Who does say you're not a nice guy? I've not heard that.
I don't know. Maybe I'm sure someone thinks I'm a dickhead.
Yeah.
It's no. We're not all loved by everybody. You can't please everybody, Dave.
No, every saint has a history, and every sinner's got a past.
Would you believe it or not? There's people that don't even like me and you.
Yeah. But I mean, you know what? That's weird.
It is weird, but it's true.
You know. But you know what the thing I will say, and I'll put it on record to say, out of all the local comedians, 2 of the best.
Best what?
Just comedians.
Just comedians.
Yeah.
Okay.
And also just two of the salt of the earth guys.
Salt of the earth fellas. You'll see us on Big Comic Energy, and you'll go 2 of the nicest sweethearts ever.
Yeah.
There
we
you
are
go.
just nice guys.
That's
a lot of these other comedians, very shifty, backstabbing bastards.
Tell you,
hateful bitches.
Yeah, no, they're not. No, they're all lovely. We're all lovely, and it's a big, lovely family, isn't it?
Yeah, but you know what happens in families? You get murdered.
Yeah.
More
someone
than like
your
family. They steal your money.
Steal your money.
And your jokes.
Yeah. No one has stolen my jokes.
Yeah. I know, but you're the one normally stealing.
I steal everyone else's jokes. That's right.
Of course.
Yeah, that's why I hang around gigs so much.
Yeah.
Just thieving.
Yeah. No, I just want to go on the record to say, not true.
Not true.
Glad that's put
fake news.
Yeah.
Really fake.
Where does he post now? Not on Twitter. He's got his own thing.
Truth Social.
I'm gonna follow me on Truth Social, Dave.
We should get Truth Social profiles.
Let's do it. We'll be the only 2.
The first 2 Northern Irish comedians on Truth Social. Yes, I'm up for it.
Yeah, let's get it.
Yeah, guys, follow us on our Truth Socials.
And do you have anything else coming? You've just finished off the back of your big shows. How you feeling about that? All good?
Really, really good. Nothing's coming. I'm working on my special at the minute, getting it edited. Gonna have some meetings with some production companies soon to see if I can ship it anywhere. And if I can't, then you'll just see it on YouTube popping up somewhere, and that'll be a testament to how much of a failure I am. I'm only joking. It's all good. But
so just follow you on your socials, Aaron Butler.
Follow me on my socials, and hey, I tell you this, Aaron Butler online. But look, what I really want, what I really want this year. Hot ditties, right? I want summer, fucking sweaty bop summer, right?
Listen,
but
DM him ditties flat out.
No.
Send him ditties. He wants to see ditties. Ditties and dicks, guys. Send him dicks too.
Ditties and dicks, my campaign logo.
Ditties and dicks.
Ditties and dicks. Well, some great dicks here.
The best. The greatest dicks. The biggest titties. Huge.
Yeah. Really sweaty. I want.
Moist.
I want, whenever Dave announces something, I want everyone to just go to that. That's all I want. So there you go. If you want to get me a Christmas gift this year, or get me a birthday gift, just do whatever Dave announces over the next few weeks, and that'll be me happy.
But how raging would you be if Anne came back from Canada with tickets to my show?
I'd love if Anne came to see your show.
No, but for you as a gift, you'd be like, fuck's sake.
Then I'd have to re-gift them.
Yeah.
I'll re-gift them to Shane.
To whoever sends him the best dick pic.
Oh no, that's gonna open the fucking door.
Yeah, there we go.
I'm raging.
Oh, don't send them there.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
Listen, pleasure, mate. Thanks as always.
It's good to be here. See ya.
I'm the sly guy.